Welcome to Helsinki, Finland, and welcome to Resonaari. Resonaari is the building behind me, and now we will have possibility to visit, and let's see what there will be inside the building. So please join me. Welcome to Resonaari. Music, promising. It was really good musicians in that band. The band was called Tähtien Sota. These players, these musicians are practicing, and they have this band lesson once a week, like many other musicians in Resonaari. In our music school we have close to 300 pupils, and they are coming once or twice a week for a lesson. We have individual lessons, we have group lessons. Mostly we are teaching so-called rhythm music, so it means we have a lot of bands. Basically, our music school is similar than all other music schools. So if somebody wants to have a hobby, and wants to learn how to play instrument, so then welcome to music school. But if thinking Resonaari Music School, so maybe it's a little bit different anyway, because Actually, all of our musicians have some kind of something we're learning, maybe in concentration or in social things or in motoric or understanding or concentration. So this learning is a little bit different than so-called normal learning in other music schools. So this means for us, we just need to find the best ways how to make music possible for all. And it means we need to find individual ways for teaching, and we need to understand the individual ways of learning. And this makes teaching really interesting. We always need to be ready to find new ways. We need to be ready to use all different tools, and all the time we need to be awake. What would be the best way for this person to start learning process? I feel our teachers in Resonaari, they are not only teachers, but they are making all the time development work. And I guess in this kind of field of music education, first of all, you need to be the best teacher, because you need to be ready for make changes, you need to be ready for collaboration with your colleagues, and you need to be really interested about new things in pedagogical world. And if we think a little bit more, so I feel it is so important we take care about all, and we open the doors in music schools for all learners. And basically this means, as a teachers, we need to trust the potential of learning in each person, and we need to respect everyone as a musician, even if learning in some cases would be a little bit different, or if learning is a little bit slower, if it takes more time with some. So anyway, we need to find the musician from each person and the way how to make music possible for each person. It's our task as a music teacher. Okay, we need, of course, like I told, new tools, pedagogical development work, colleagues, and of course we also need resources and good material, and maybe so a lot collaboration with other teachers, schools, and more widely in society. We need to be ready to react and always find new possibilities and ways in teaching. So basically it is or finally it's a question about the equality in learning, democracy in learning. So if everyone has equal possibilities to start playing, start learning, so it means suddenly we do have a lot of musicians in this world, and it's fantastic. Okay, if thinking how to make pedagogical, logical pedagogical teaching and learning process. So it's always a big task and challenge. In some cases, we need to start with really easy ways. Like in following video, Opa is playing a little bit new instrument, but for him it's really good starting point when he started to play instruments after rhythmical exercises. He started to understand the melodies, how instrument is working, and it gave good motivation for him to continue with keyboard and also other instruments and playing in the band. So let's check the next video. We are living really strange times because of COVID-19. And for teachers and for schools it has been a big challenge. In Finland we also had a period when all teaching was remote teaching, and in Resonaari also we needed to organize everything. It was a pedagogical challenge, but also good example how good teachers we do have. They were really ready in 2 days to change the way how they are teaching. Still many practices are going on. We do not need to be in remote teaching at this moment, but in the classrooms we need to keep social distances, many times masks, and still there are some pupils and some situations when remote teaching is needed. And this is not so good situation, and we are not happy because of COVID-19, but at the same time it has proved how good and how ready teachers are for changes, and how quickly they can start teaching a little bit differently. And I just believe also many teachers who have never worked, for example, in the field of special music education, I believe they would be really surprised how they will manage in that area as well, and how fun it is. In the following video anyway, you will see some COVID-19 practices from Resonaari Music School.
Ja ka ja ka ro le. Viimeään Viekä minut sinne, missä hän on. Mitä olemaan tiedessä airon. Viekä minut sinne, missä hän on. Sauri kuulla, mitä toivon ja tuntuu. Ja kuu, ja kuu, ja kuu, ja kuu,
In following 3 short video clips, you will see also some examples of individual lessons. First, piano lesson and how to start musical career with piano. I know this young gentleman not only plays piano but also drum set, so teaching is many-sided. Then there will be also a drum lesson and getting a feeling how music is going and how to make a good groove. And then also one example about the singing lesson, and you get a feeling how to guide this kind of talented young man in a career of singer. So, some clips from individual lessons. Enjoy.
Anna sulle tehtäväksi nyt, että soita. Kuuntele, Remo, kuuntele ohjeet. Soita ja sitten laula vielä mukaan. Mitä luulet? Lähtisikö?
Joo.
Siirrytään vähän tänne päin vielä. Just siitä ja sitten tämän käden etusormella. Sitten kun... Anna mennä vaan. Muista laulaa. Anna vaan. Noniin. Voisiko naurattaa? Eihän mä yhdessä tosta. Eras. K. Ja. Ihan rauhassa. Sitten tuolta. Loistat vaan ihan rauhassa. Eikä tossa missä ollut. Katsot alas maailmaan. Tuiki tähtinen. Iltaisin sua katselen.
Oho.
Oho.
Hienoa. Hyvä.
No hyvä. Just näin.
Just näin.
Tää oli oikein meni. Tehtävä. Remo. Kuuntele. Kuuntele. Älä katso. Kuuntele. Mikä ääni? Soita. Hyvä. Sitten Remo, mikä ääni? Remo, mikä ääni? Kuuntele. Ei oo. Missä on? Hyvä. Remo. Nyt. Vetevä kaveri oot, eikö niin?
Mahtavaa. It's great if there are activities and music groups or clubs where you can enjoy music, maybe singing together and listening music together, maybe playing, for example, rhythm instruments. So of course it's fantastic, but at the same time it's so important to open the possibility for learning also. If somebody wants to learn how to play instruments, how to play together, for example, in the band. And as a teacher, we need to trust of this potential in each person to learn music. In following video, you will see one band rehearsal, and it's a good example how in group lesson also there are moments where you have this individual task and individual teaching. So all the time when you are in the music school, it's goal-oriented work, and our aim is to find the ways how to be a better musician all the time. Okay, so in next video, once again, good teaching and good teachers, and most of all, good musicians.
Sinne, pum, 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 sinne alas. Just, pum, pum, check. Pum, pum, check. Pum, pum, jalka mukaan. Pum, pum, jalka. Pum, pum, check. Pum, pum, check. Pum, pum. Okei. Ja stop, hyvä. Käsi tulee yksi. Pum, pum, check. Pum, pum, jalka. Pum, pum, check. Pum, pum, check. Stop, hyvä. Käsi tulee ihan yksi. Tuu. Eiks niin? Check. Meillä on pum, pum, check. Ei jalkaa siihen. Ihan vaan. Pum, pum, check. Hyvä. Boom, boom, tää. Ja boom, boom. Mennäs kerran tälleen ja ruutaan käytetään. Joo. Just. Se on vähän tempoa alaspäin. Okei, otetaan tämmönen y, ka ja y, ka, ne. Boom. Boom, boom. Sain taas kerran. Ja y, ka, ne. Ja.
I believe Bob Dylan would be really proud of that performance of Knocking on Heaven's Door. So, as a teacher, our task is to find the best tasks for our musicians. But we are so lucky because in music also very simple task could be really important if thinking the artistic result. With one finger you can make a big change if thinking music, a musical material. And if you are not able to use your fingers very fast, it's not a problem, because in arrangement there are so many different tasks, and you are always important part of the good show, even if you can use only one finger, or if you have not learned so a lot than maybe some other has. So in music it's easy to make arrangements for each musician. I think following video clip will be a good example of this. The guitar player is playing basic things and learning what does it mean when chords are changing. Keyboard playing is using 2 fingers, and another keyboard playing with the bass sound, he's playing with 1 finger, but having already a rhythmical task. And then there's a drummer who makes good background for the band. So after all, very simple tasks but altogether it sounds fantastic. It's really good, and this band will be ready for the stage, big stage, really soon. So just check following video.
Ota koko kolmis. Just noin. Ja vielä vaan. Ja keltainen. Ja keltainen. Ja kohta mukaan. Nosta. Hyvä. Ja.
Thank you for visiting Resonaari. It was a pleasure to meet you all. All the best. Take care. See you soon. Bye-bye. Thank you for giving me a possibility to give a presentation in this forum, and greetings from Helsinki, Finland. My name is Markku Kaikkonen, and I work as a director of Music Center Resonaari. Resonaari is an expertise and innovation center of special and inclusive music education. Resonaari functions as a pioneer in special music pedagogy, both nationally and internationally. The operation of Resonaari can be divided into music school for special needs students. We always say it's the heart of the Resonaari. In Resonaari Music School, we have close to 300 students. The largest target group is people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Other special groups are, for example, the physically or visually impaired, people with learning disabilities, and people recovering from mental illnesses. A new growing target group is senior citizens. Although the learning goals and capabilities of the students are different, each student is taught based on the goal-oriented individual teaching plan. Our music school follows the Finnish national curriculum for music schools, and in that way it has an official music school status. Resonaari Music School has started a democracy movement. With the results, the school has proven the learning potential of different learners. We also do have a center for professionals. The center produces professional and cultural services for special music education and music rehabilitation, both nationally and internationally. The goal of Resonaari Professional Services is to aid those who use special music education and music for special learners in their work. The professional services serve all who are interested in the impact and significance of music education. Professional services distribute information and know-how and function as the developer, innovator, and producer of new knowledge. The services for professional support the introduction and penetration of good teaching practices to different environments. At the same time, the network of existing operators is maintained, strengthened, and expanded, and consultation, training, networking, and information services are offered. Resonaari also has a wide national and international network, and the influence of the music center on special music education and also other music activities is undisputed. Resonaari has elevated different learners as musicians to the center of the society. We also have a band called Resonaari Group. So it's a professional band of special needs musicians. In the following video, you will get short introduction to Resonaari. Welcome to Resonaari.
Welcome to Music Center Resonaari. We always say that our music school is the heart of Resonaari. Our school provides basic education in the arts according to the extended curriculum. Our specialty is that we offer accessible music education, especially to students with diverse learning needs. We also work in the field of innovation and as a center of expertise for music education. Our network brings together people who share our passion for equality in learning. The Finnish culture scene has now a new group of people stepping out as professional musicians and performers. Our own Resonaari Group is one of them showing the way. People who have formerly been marginalized and even invisible have become visible through learning. When equality in learning is guaranteed, these changes are possible. The world becomes a better place when everyone has the right and possibility to learn and play music.
We always say the right to learn belongs to everyone. It means music education should be a fundamental right. We need more accessible teaching and equal possibilities to participate in music education. Diverse accessibility is best guaranteed by a barrier-free environment. This means physical accessibility. Understandable teaching, it means sensory-based and intellectual disability, as well as the attitude of teachers, the school environment, policymakers, and on a larger scale, societal attitudes. This means attitudinal accessibility. Sufficient possibilities to participate in musical activities. This means social, cultural, and financial accessibility, and equal opportunities for social engagement. Achieving these goals requires diverse pedagogical approaches, educational material, and tools for teachers, as well as basic education, further training, development, and research of subject. Above all, we need right attitude. We need to believe in every student's learning capabilities and appreciate each student as a musician right from the beginning of the learning process. Concerning the complete area of music education, special music education has to pay attention to accessibility and must include every aspect of music appreciation, special needs pedagogy, and all-inclusive pedagogical mindset, as well as the methods related to it. Through this, more students get the opportunity to learn, and the learners will operate more actively in music activities. In the field of music education, special music education highlights the accessibility of learning and introduces an all-inclusive way of thinking and related methods to all areas of music education. Through this, more and more people get involved in learning, and learners become active citizens in musical activities. This elicits social engagement, so it means everyone gets to participate in decision making. It may therefore be concluded that special music education enables inclusion in education. It is important to understand and reflect on the wide-ranging effects that learning music can have on a student, their close circle, and the whole community. But most importantly, it is crucial to remember the basic premise of the activity, which is music. Music, learning and producing music, and thereby enjoying music are central goals and values in music education. The task of a music educator is to support learning, the development of musicianship, and the emergence of a positive relationship towards music. To ensure the success of this fundamental challenge, teacher education and research must support the definition of a theoretical background for special music education and the development of new approaches and pedagogical applications. Special music education enables participation in learning to new target audiences. At the same time, it affects music pedagogy and associated development and research more broadly. special music education puts focus on atypical learners. The invisible becomes visible, and the working culture becomes more democratic at the same time. The cultural revolution set in motion by special music education has a positive effect on attitudes towards difference, but at its best, the change is even deeper. New kinds of tolerance, equality, and humanity arises. At the same time, people begin to carry larger responsibility of themselves, their closest ones, and their surroundings. A society of caring emerges and people start making ethically defensible choices. As an end of my presentation, I want to show performance by one of Resonaari's bands. We have a lot of bands in our music school. This band is called Class. I wish all the best to all of you and welcome everyone to take care of that all people could have access and possibility to learn music. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Puhalletaan tulta tähän sammuvaan hiileen. Se savullansa meitä tukehduttaa. Ja jos vain muistellaan, jäädään kiinni ikuisuuteen.